Hey guys, me Adsmore today, guys. I'll be giving you guys my Juventus versus Lyon match preview. And so yeah, this game will be taking place February 26, 2020 at 3 p.m. at the Olympic Lyon Stadium, and then the return leg will be taking place March 19th, 4 p.m. March 19th. I believe it's March 19th. Let me go check. Sorry. Oh, March 17th. My bad. March 17th, 4 p.m. Where it will be taking place at Allianz Arena. All right. So without further ado, let's go and get started. So I want to go ahead and right off say this before we go. Let's continue. So head-to-head record. Juventus have actually won 3 of the last 4 games. There's only been one draw that took place, which was the most recent game where the Juventus Lyon played out to a draw. I believe this took place in the Champions League group stage. I might be wrong. Let me go check because I kind of forgot. Yeah, it was the group stage. It was the group stage indeed. So let me go ahead and edit that. Champions League group stage. Hope he saves. Yep, okay, saves. All right. So the European form, as far as European form is concerned, Juventus finished first in a relatively easy group. They pretty much the only real team they had to face was Atletico Madrid, and they got the better of Atletico Madrid. And Lyon finished second in Group G, and they honestly, to tell you the truth, guys, they were very fortunate they finished second because Zenit St. Petersburg and Benfica were really close. Very, very scrappy finish. And they probably just about scrapped their way through. Okay, 2018-2019, last season, Juventus lost to Ajax in the quarterfinals. I remember that was a crazy day where Ronaldo got knocked out. And of course, Lyon lost to Barcelona in the round of 16. So they have lost both these teams. Champions League last season was pretty disappointing. Both of them would like to have gone further in the competition. And yeah. So domestically, as of today, Juventus are currently first in the league with 57 points. Now, this is before the game they played against Spal. I did not put that in there. I didn't put this current match week in there. I only just did it from pretty much before this match day. Of course, Lyon are currently 11th in the league. Lyon are not doing good in League One. Okay. Now, they have picked up points right now as we speak right now. I believe they are, they're 7th right now, which isn't too bad. However, let's be real. Not everyone in League One. Not all teams have played. I mean, there are 3 games tomorrow. So their rank could potentially change. But they're trying to pick up their league form. All right. So the biggest strengths and weaknesses. Juventus, obviously Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a top goal scorer in the Champions League. He's a record highest knockout stage scorer. And man, Ronaldo is incredible. Ronaldo is really, really good. He can change the game dynamically. And I believe in the last 10 games, guys, Ronaldo has scored in every single game. He has scored in every single game, which spells trouble for Lyon. So I expect Lyon to be really, really, they're going to have to really put up a fight against Ronaldo because Ronaldo is their best. Ronaldo is definitely Juventus' best player without a doubt. Let me check the last time. The last time Ronaldo didn't score, I believe it was against, never mind, this is a long time ago. But yeah, Ronaldo's an incredible goal-scoring record with Juventus right now. He scored in 10 games as of now. And Ronaldo's going to be a big player in this game. So definitely keep an eye on Ronaldo. One of the biggest weaknesses I've noticed is their midfield is very bad. Their midfield is not good. Pjanic hasn't really been great. Their midfield, there's been so many midfielders, and none of the midfield could work for me, and the midfield is a very important position. And Maurizio Sarri still can't get the best starting 11 for Juventus, and he can't even figure out who should start and who shouldn't start. He's having the trouble with Higuain, Paulo Dybala, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then, of course, the midfield, Alexandro, Pjanic. This Juventus team is struggling. This Juventus team is struggling as far as their identity is concerned. And if they don't pick it up right now, Juventus could seriously go out in the round of 16 against Lyon, which would be a huge embarrassment, And they're not doing great. They're not doing great as of now, guys. They have not been doing good. And Ronaldo has been the X factor, and he's pretty much kept them in the game for the majority of the time. And Ronaldo single-handedly is carrying Juventus on his back. Without Ronaldo, they wouldn't be in this kind of position, you know. And look, the starting 11 he chose for today, you know, Aaron Ramsey, Cuadrado, Matuidi, you know, these guys, it's just difficult. You never know what you're going to get from Juventus. Juventus have never got a real team, and it's just Ronaldo keep carrying them again and again, and you can't rely on Ronaldo like that. You really can't. And then, of course, De Ligt is trying to integrate. Rabiot is trying to get in there. And there's just been so many problems with the starting 11. And I feel like the individual quality of the team, and since most teams, they can't really match them physically, that's why they generally win. And which gives me, I will make a, I don't think it's going to affect them too much in this round, but if they are to progress further in the competition, they got to know their starting 11. They got to know their starting 11, and the team needs to be more of a team rather than Ronaldo. You know, that ain't going to work. Okay. We saw how last season where Ronaldo carried this team and he couldn't do it against Ajax because Ajax was so much better than them team-wise. And the only reason they put up a real fight was because of Ronaldo. Ronaldo was the only reason why the game was close, because Ajax were millions of miles better than, they were way better than Juventus last season. Anyways, let's go back to Lyon. So Lyon, there is really no pressure. There is no pressure upon them, I believe. And that's a good thing. You know, pressure is something that benefits teams, because when there is no pressure, then the team can usually perform. And I think this is a big thing for Lyon, and I think they can just take away from this game is the fact that they need to focus on League One, and they have no pressure. They have no pressure. And the weaknesses is injuries, obviously. Memphis Depay, I believe, is injured. They don't have Nabil Fekir anymore, you know. They Moussa Dembele, you know, and Domble. You know, they've lost a lot of big players, and I feel like Lyon at this current state, they're just really out of the place. You know, they're really not in this thing, and they're really I could see Juventus I could see complete decimation right here. Juventus could completely dominate them. However, with that being said, though, Lyon still are in this. They still are a decent team. It's not like they're a garbage team. Obviously, that's a bit harsh. However, it's just, I don't know, Juventus, and there's a lot of question marks over Juventus as well, because Juventus are not as good as, personally, in my opinion, I think Juventus are punching above their weight. I think Juve isn't a team I would say, or one of the teams I would back. Like, to win the Champions League, I wouldn't put Juventus near the top, because they can't get a starting 11. They can't get the right players to future for them. And there's been a lot of problems with the team selection. So Lyon could somehow go through, but I just think Ronaldo himself will make a huge difference, and which is why I'm going to go with a big score prediction. This is a really... Oh, shit, I didn't even finish this. My bad. Which is why I'm going to go for a 5-1 win. I'm just going for the same aggregate score as we saw last season, where you saw how Lionel Messi just had his masterclass against Lyon. I have a feeling that Juve is going to do the same thing here. A 1-1 draw in the Lyonnais Parc Olympique Lyonnais, and then Allianz Stadium. I'm going to go with a 4-0 win for Juventus, 5-1 on aggregate. All right. So before, like I said, though, guys, I think Juventus are probably the rightfully favorites. I'm not going to say Lyon are the favorites here. Obviously, Juventus are a good team, but I just think that they are in a real league fight. They're in a really struggle right now, because, like, right now, if they are to get the further competition, the further stages of the competition, they're going to struggle, man. They're going to struggle against real teams like Liverpool, against Real Madrid, and maybe even potentially Barcelona. Even though that one, I'm not really sure of that one. That it's still hard to predict, and maybe even potentially Bayern Munich, because this team, I feel like this team is not as good as people think they are. I feel like they are not that good team. I feel like this team isn't that good as a whole, and I just have a feeling that they will deliver, and I just don't know if they'll win Serie A, because right now, as it stands right now, Juventus are just about top, and they're only 4 points clear, and they did play an extra game. So keep in mind, Lazio and Inter Milan are pushing them all the way, but they have two rivals, and these two could seriously... Juventus may not even win Serie A this year. They may not even win with how inconsistent Maurizio Sarri has been. All right. So I still think Juventus will go through. I think Ronaldo in the individual quality, Ronaldo will make such a difference here, and that's why I feel like Ronaldo will have a big game here. And if it wasn't obvious enough, I'm going with a big. So the 3 players I would say to look out for Juventus are as follows: Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, I think that's a pretty obvious one. I already explained so many times about him. The other 2 players is where it gets really tricky. I would probably look. I would potentially look at Dybala. Dybala has actually been pretty good. I would say Dybala has actually been someone that you could kind of get a feel of. And I would say probably it's tough. I don't know. Juventus aren't the team like I would like. Juventus isn't the team I would say I would consistently. It's hard to get a feel of what Juventus is like. It really is hard to get a feel. I'm trying to think. Maybe potentially Quadrado. Quadrado's been pretty creative. Alexandro, And then for Lyon, I would say the big players to look out for Lyon are Moussa Dembele. Oh yeah, he didn't leave the club, my bad. It was Ndombele that left the club, my bad. Terrier is good. Anthony Lopez, I think, is pretty good. So, yeah, those are the 3 players. Like I say, guys, it's still very difficult to get a feel of this. And I think Lyon could potentially, there is a potential upset here, but I do think this is a most lopsided tie in the round of 16, and probably the easiest one to predict, in my opinion. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. And tomorrow, guys, is a big, big match. The last one, saved the last for the best. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Oh, I got some big stuff to say. I might even have to do a part 2 for that one because there's so much to talk about in that one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Peace out.